need to unwind, and the soothing sound of water bubbling in an ecosystem pond can really transform your yard into a relaxing chill zone. This segment is sponsored by Easton Outdoors, and here now to tell us more is managing member Micah Miller. Micah, welcome to Hampton Road Show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
We've been talking to you now for about a year
Yep.
via Skype.
Yep.
It has been entertaining, interesting, informative, you name it.
Yep.
And now we finally have you in studio.
I know.
Thank you for joining us.
This is great.
Listen, so a lot of people are out there really interested in this because what you've done, if you've come on the Hampton Road Show and you've told everybody the benefits of having an outdoor pond ecosystem.
Yep.
Tell everybody why it makes a lot of sense and what can it do to transform your yard?
Yeah. I would say for me, in my yard, I go out in the morning, I leave the house around 6 o'clock. I walk out and I have my water feature flowing. And as I'm walking out the door, I just stop for maybe sometimes 30 seconds, sometimes 5 seconds, sometimes 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I just get to kind of just watch nature. I get to see the pollinators kind of going over all the plants that I've planted. And I just kind of get that it starts my day out and I'm just kind of, I start on an even, just chill note. And I just think everybody needs that ability to kind of like unwind when they come home, but also unwind when they go out the door.
Now, we've branded this as ecosystem pond because it's more than just a bubbling water. There's more to it. It's
Yep.
an entire ecosystem that brings in, more nature when you set it in place, right?
That's right. Yeah, so our goal is really biomimicry. So one of the things that we're trying to do is create a water feature that actually brings nature to it. And we're using the bacteria that you find in nature. Think Lake Tahoe. It's perfectly clear all the way down to the bottom of the lake. It doesn't have a lot of dense nutrients in it, but it is still a beneficial system to the environment. And so when you can bring in the bees, the pollinators, even attracting things that you might not want in your yard, deer come and nibble on my plants.
Yeah, I know. It's so awful when deer come to your yard and then eat your plants. I mean, it's a good and a bad problem, right?
Yeah, we have this one deer stops by on his way, or I guess it's a her. She stops on her way through our yard every night at dusk. She comes by, she grabs a drink, and then sometimes she'll go up into the yard and she'll start nibbling on a few things. And I've taught my daughter now to like knock on the window, you can get the water, we're fine with that.
Those flowers look so delicious to deer. You know what? This has a lot of health benefits too. I mean, you said how you start your day and then maybe unwind in the end of your day. So,
Yep.
I mean, a lot of people have said that this really can help you in a lot of ways.
It can. That after a rain and you kind of smell, kind of like the ozone and things like that. So it actually goes a long way in lowering your blood pressure. It goes a long way in kind of, there's been studies that they've done that just enjoying the ocean, enjoying the smell after a rain, or just being around flowing water actually do a lot of things to help you.
Okay, so and we're seeing a lot of pictures that actually I feel like lower my blood pressure just looking at the pictures. Here's the thing: I saw there's different colored lights. There's different there's different amount of water flow. There's so many different ways you can do it. There's so many different styles.
Yep.
I mean, you have a little something for everybody, which is really kind of nice.
That's right. Yeah. From the simple, we have these little spheres that we can put in somebody's yard that are, like $3,500, all the way up to, six-figure water features that we can build. I mean, the range of what you can do in somebody's yard is pretty amazing.
A lot of people really don't want any more maintenance in their yard. However, this might be one thing that you enjoy maintaining, but there might be some that you're like, maybe we don't have to do it so much.
That's right. Yeah.
What's the maintenance like?
So there's three main things.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about a pond. There's three main things on a pond. The first on a pond is that it's going to have a skimmer. So just like a normal pool would have a skimmer, you're going to have a skimmer on a water feature. So just emptying that out and making sure that it's staying clean. You're going to have a bag on the side of it. And we call this like the IV for the pond. So there's a little cylinder like this on the side. It's got a bag in it. And depending on the size of your feature, you might have to change it out 3, 4, 5 times a year. And that just is constantly dripping that beneficial bacteria I talked about for the biomimicry.
Not that big a deal.
So number 2. And then number 3 is just every once in a while you have to kind of go around it. You got to, clean things out of it. You got to get some of the muck out. So it could be like a once a year kind of cleaning, or it could just kind of be something that you're just staying up with, 2 or 3 minutes a week kind of thing, just taking up.
And I know Easton Outdoors comes back and will maintain from
Of
time
course.
to time. Okay, did you name the deer?
I didn't. I should ask my daughter to name it. That would be a good idea.
Okay. All right. Well, next time you come back on,
That's
we'll
right.
name the deer and the raccoon and the squirrels and all the other
That's right.
animals that come to your water.
That's right.
And the herons and all
That's
that,
right.
which is really cool.
Yeah.
Listen, thanks for joining us here in studio, and
This is
keep up the
great.
good work. Once again, thanks to Easton Outdoors for sponsoring this segment. If you're interested in ecosystem ponds, get in touch with Micah Miller and his team today. Give them a call at 757-234-3769 or visit easton-outdoors.com. You can also connect on Facebook and Instagram.